what's going on. If you were on my live stream before, and I was on with Marcello, who now has gone. His child spilled water on him, on itself, and he had to go take care of that, so he's gone. But I'm here on my own now, walking the dogs. I walk the dogs. Jack-chan! I did have 2 dogs, now I've got 1 apparently. I think he may have gone back on his own. He does that sometimes, he wanders off. Jackie! So I'm back with one dog, one man and his dog. So I'll take a walk up here and show you around. This is my settlement where I live. There's not much to show you about it actually, but it's in northern Russia. Russia's northern capital, St. Petersburg. Oh, there's my dog. I thought I'd lost my dog. Pet the dog. So he's back. He's got a bad eye. He's fighting with another dog, and he's got a chunk of eye taken out. Well, not a chunk of eye, but a piece of eye. Got beaten. Got bited. So climb over it. So yeah, this is St. Petersburg, Russia. This is the forest where I live. Very peaceful. It's very nice, as you can see. You're quite welcome to say hello in the chat, ask your questions, put your thing, tap the like, whatever you want to do. I'm happy to host this live and talk to you as I'm walking about in the forest. It's a nice forest here. This is Russia. If you don't know, if you've never seen Russia, this is, or the countryside of Russia, this is Russia. This is my settlement. It's in a place called Gorelova, which is Leningrad Oblast, if you like. And this is the place. This is the forest where I live. Although this is forest, it's not protected forest. It's actually building plots that have just turned into forest because they've never been used and won't ever be used. That's my dog Jackie. One of my dogs, Jackie. Hello. You've got a bad eye, haven't you? Haven't you? You've been fighting, you've got a bad eye, haven't you? Yes, you have. Yeah, what's what happens when you get into silly fights with bigger dogs? Yeah. But have you ever seen Bigfoot? Nope, not yet. I'm hoping so. Amy Slick, Army Slick. Amy or Army? Army Slick said hi. Hello, Army Slick. Hello, Alex Bakak. Hello. Lorenzo Gregorio said hi. Hello, Gregorio. Hello. How are you doing? So this is the road where I actually walked up here this morning because I walk up here because there's not a lot of people up here, and it's okay for the dogs. They don't get into fights with other dogs. I don't have to have a lead or anything, so it's kind of nice like that. Say a car, I do edit. Don't know what that means. So hello to Timo. There you go. I like the video. Beautiful place. Well done. Thank you for liking. Beautiful. It is a beautiful place. What's the scariest thing you've seen in the woods? The scariest thing I've seen in the woods. The scariest thing I've seen. Well, I'll tell you the truth. Coming from the UK into Russia, here you get. This is your 3rd live stream I joined. Thank you. In Russia, the horizon is lower, if you can imagine, because in St. Petersburg, if you didn't know, you get white nights where it doesn't get dark at night. Well, practically doesn't get dark. It stays like most of the night. So sun's up, can be up till almost midnight, and then it comes up, it goes down, drops down behind the horizon, and comes up again about 2 in the morning. So one day I was out with my wife, and we were down there. We were the first in this forest. We were the first to live here permanently. Yes, Russia. Yes, Russia. And because of the low horizon, it was coming autumn time, I could see this big white light in the forest, and I thought, oh, what the hell is that? Why is there a big light? I thought aliens have come to get me or something. And we couldn't figure out what this white light. I called the wife. I said, what is that big white light over there in the forest? And we got a bit closer, and a real light dawned on me what it was. Actually, it was because of the low horizon, the moon was on the horizon, and it was shining this white light of the moon straight through the forest. It scared the life out of me. I get the vibes of an alcoholic. No, I don't drink. Sorry. Do you live in Russia? Yes. Do you play Skate 4? No, I don't know what Skate 4 is. Wow. Why did you move to Russia? Jong Fire Sound. I moved to Russia for love, my wife, and because it makes economical sense. Weed? No, don't drink. Don't smoke weed. What are you doing work? I don't work, or very little work. Little boss. I live on a pensioner. What is the cons of living so close to the forest? Cons of living so close to the forest: little infrastructure, not many shops. There's no shops. How tall are you? 5'9". Oh, it's skating game, but it's really fun. But it's fine if you don't play again. I do like the odd game. I like the old Call of Duty and all that. And the old Command and Conquer things. Where did you meet your wife? I met my wife online. Tell me about English. How do you learn full English? How am I taking required to learn English? I learned English from a child because I'm English. That's funny enough. But tell me about English. I learned English as a child. I'm English. That's it. Siberia is near you. I want to see Siberia. Siberia is a long way from me. It's thousands of kilometers. I mean thousands. Do you have children? Yes, I do have children. I've got one daughter and my wife has a son, both from previous marriages. Do you know where Oxford is? Yes, I know where Oxford is. It's near London. Because I worked up around there one time. Are you Dutch? No, I'm English. Do you know of Lithuanian dish called baladis, meat and rice wrapped in cabbage? Yes, I do know, but I didn't know what it was called. This comes from Bali striker Bandito. Yes, my heritage, my ancestry is Lithuanian. My ancestry is from Kaunas in Lithuania. So yes, although I don't know any Lithuanian and I don't have any family living there anymore. I went to London too. When the Spice Girls were a thing, do you know a lot of languages? Do I know a lot of languages? No, I know English and Russian. I'm not good at either, particularly. Please tell me about how to learn English. Say to me, explain our words. I don't know. Stop spamming. Stop sending the same message. Did you take a cup of tea? I had a cup of tea this morning. Yes, I've had lots of tea. Have you heard adobo? Nope. I don't know what adobo is. Privyet. Stop, Mohammed. Stop it. Behave. Stop spamming. You spoil it for everybody else. People can't throw insults if you're spamming it. Haha, who? Suka. Ha ha ha. Nate, thank you. I'm a suka, yes. I'm Suchka. How did you learn such fluent English? Because I'm English. That's how I learned English. Because I'm from England. Put him in time out. I don't know how to do it. Sorry. Which country are you from? I'm from Knife World. I'm from England, but I live in Russia. This is Russia. This is the Russian Federation. Former USSR, if you like. Do you like Russian tea? Novichok. I don't think Novichok is real Russian tea. I think it was a gas that was accused and made up about killing some people in Salisbury some time ago. Russia, I can't say it even. Russia totally rocks. Of course it does. Ever had a paranormal experience? Nope. Not yet. Maybe when I die I will. We're all gonna die. Slava Ukraini. No, Slava Russia. Get it right. Come on. Don't be silly. Why would you want to support a bunch of Nazis? Is that what you like? I teach spoken English in Russia. I teach spoken English, you mean? Oh, come on. Stop sending the Slava Ukraine. That's pointless in Slava Serbia. It's silly. It's just a silly slogan, isn't it? I am Indian. You are like also India or Indian country. What are you thinking about India? Which region has the worst accent? The worst accent in England? Boo. I don't know. Everybody has its reasons. Worst accent in England. Worst accent. I don't think there's a worse accent, is there? A worser accent. Russia are gay. Oh, that must have took so much time to work that comment up. You must have read the dictionary to get that. Did you put any I? Is that what it was? The IA gave you that question. Native Finnic people in that area called Russia nowadays. Slava, Red Leaf, East. Come on. Why do you want to say that about Ukraine? Come on. They're a fake country for a start. And not all Starmer should send 10 million refugees from Bangladesh to Ukraine. Yeah, he should. Probably do better than the Ukraine army. There you go. Such. What are those trees? Trees are, there's some pine. There's not much pine here, but there is mainly berioza, which is silver birch, and acina. I'm not sure what acina is in English. Sorry. What would you be okay to share how you ended up in Russia? I'm sure it's a beautiful story. That's from Turtle Pants. How I ended up in Russia. Well, I'll tell you how I ended up in Russia. So I'm not going to read the comments now. I'll tell you how I ended up in Russia. I left the British Army. I was a British soldier veteran, 17 years. And I left the army, and I was in Northern Ireland at the time, and I stayed in Northern Ireland for another 2 years. I opened a cafe, internet cafe, that completely failed and went bankrupt. I didn't actually go bankrupt. I didn't have the money to pay for the bankruptcy anyway, but it failed. And while I was there, I met an interesting guy from Bulgaria, and he spoke Russian, and he got me interested in Russia. I've got ancestry from Lithuania, which is part of the Russian Empire, so I'm kind of sort of interested. And because of that, I got interested in the language, started to learn the language. And then I started going online, looking, just a language practice, you know, like Duolingo kind of thing. And I met a lady there, and I got talking to her, and got talking. I just spoke to her for hours, you know. So I started to develop feelings for her, and after the cafe closed, I started to work in Afghanistan. I went as a contractor to Afghan, military contractor, and I had a holiday coming up, and I thought, well, you know what, let's go to Russia and see this lady, and I did, and while I was here, I married her, and that was it. That's how it happened. Quite easy as that. I give you a blessing, especially to your family. For everyone sin and condemn. Okay, come on, everyone with this. I'm Ukrainian. What did my house do for it to get targeted by a missile? I never died. Can you be constructive? I'm Ukrainian. What did my house do for it to get targeted by a missile? I don't know. Maybe it was your own missiles dropped on it. Seems to be a lot of your anti-aircraft missiles that fall on civilian houses. Seems to be a common thing, doesn't it? I don't know why. How was the army? Did it change you, brother? Change me? My first wife said yes. I went to Bosnia in '94, the war there. I went as a UN peacekeeper. I said I was different when I came back, but I don't know. Forgetting that Ukraine belongs to Russia. Of course it does. But there's no point in giving out slogans. You know, I mean, I can say, you know, Slava Rossiya, you know, I can say that all day, but it's just slogans. It just means nothing. The reality is that it's a terrible war. If you're from the West and you don't know, Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine are all brotherly people. We're all interrelated, mixed. I've got family in Western Ukraine. I've got family in Belarus. My wife's side, of course. So it's quite a mixed up thing. It's very, very difficult to work it out. You know, to talk about it like that. And just throwing slogans is just silly. You know, Ukraine's winning, Russia's losing. You know, all that kind of nonsense. You know, Russia's got the best tanks. You know, come on, it's silly slogans, isn't it? Doesn't do anything. I worked a lot of Bosnians and the women are beautiful. Thanks. They are, aren't they? Finally, someone knows. People need to look back at the Soviet Union and how it dissolved. That's a bucket of things happening. Stars are just like my. They shouldn't have warned each other, especially when one gave them all their nukes. Well, they shouldn't have deposed the government, should they? In Maidan. Tell me, why was Victoria Nuland giving not demonstrators, rioters, cookies at Maidan? Why was she doing that? Why? Why did they encourage that? Why did they encourage a coup d'etat and cause a war? You know, ask yourself that. Was that West? You know, let's talk about Russian interference. You hear that? Russian interference in the elections. Is that not bloody Western interference in a big time? You know. And if you don't believe me, go look at YouTube. Go look it up. Victoria Nuland giving cookies to the rioters at Maidan. Go look it up. Don't need to believe me. You don't need my propaganda. Yes, Jesus isn't real, but monkeys haven't got to. What a joke, guy. How does it feel living in Russia, brother? It feels great. It feels great. Do you like Trump? I like the fact that he wanted peace and wants peace. He's claimed to have solved 7 or 8 or 9, 10 wars, whatever it is, supposed to stop now. So yeah, I like that about him. I think he's a president for peace in America is a mighty superpower, isn't it? So yeah, I like that about him. Other than that, I don't like his foreign policies. I don't like the fact that they are very close to invading Venezuela. That's not a good thing. I wonder if the rest of the world will sanction America if they invade Venezuela. What do you think? I wonder. I don't think so. I'm from the tropics. The weather looks so great over there. It's not so great. It's kind of... Where in Yorkshire are you from? I'm from Sheffield. Sheffield in Yorkshire. But I lived most of my life in Rotherham. In fact, well, my youth, if you liked. We should look at... Thank you. What culture was there first? Finnic. No, wasn't. It was in Russia. It started from, well, there's always been people there and there's always been settlers, but I suppose it was the Rus Vikings, or the Ilmen Vikings. They were there very early on, weren't they? But I'm not a history teacher. Women too. You're a lucky guy. It's me, El Misoni. It's me. Hello, El Misoni. You're welcome. 166 people watching my stream, and Sheffield now, nice, it's clean, and the industry has gone. Is that a good thing? I don't think so. When I left school in 1986, right? This is just after the miners' strike. When I left school, there was 6 million people unemployed in the UK, thanks to Thatcher. She destroyed the heavy industry. I remember walking from Rotherham to Sheffield, and there was not a single place open. Nothing. All the big plants were all the industry was closed down. It was absolutely heartbreaking. You could walk for miles and miles, just miles and miles of empty, unused units. It's a terrible thing to do. She destroyed the miners, she destroyed heavy industry, she destroyed the ship workers in the Clyde, in Scotland, in Liverpool, destroyed the ship industry there. What a wicked bitch. UK is not cooked. Fuck the Vikings. Finnic was there first. I don't know. I'm not a history teacher. It's very ancient history, isn't it? You know, very, very ancient. The whole world's mixed up, actually. Most of it is muddled up. There's not many true English people, is there? They're all mixed up and a right old bunch of mongrels. You know. Do you like the royal family of UK? No, I do not. If it was up to me, I would shoot the bloody lot of them. Always had the same feeling. Bunch of parasites. That's what I think about them. And inbred parasites. That not only inbred, but paedophiles. Now, what's that? Andrew, Prince Andrew. Oh, not even. Is he even a prince now? I don't even know. He's in with that whole scandal, wasn't he? With what's his name? He's been accused of being a paedophile now, or a sex trafficker, something now. You know. What was the purpose of Thatcher's destruction? I have no idea. Evil bitch, that's why. You know, that's all I can say. Live in your blood. Andrew, formerly known as Prince. Formerly known as nonce paedophile. They all look like horses, don't they? Of Prince Diana. Yeah, was she assassinated? I don't know. What I don't know about Princess Diana, all the journalists knew she was gonna, they all knew that she wouldn't be alive that day, because they're all stood outside her hotel in the morning shouting, "Die, die, die." God, that's an old joke, isn't it? Christ is God. Really? Don't know, I never met him. If you believe in God, good luck to you. If you don't, well, fine as well. I don't believe in anything. I believe in me. I believe when I die, I'm going to be worm food, nothing much more. If there's a hell or a heaven, Jesus Christ, that didn't make me jump every time I walk past there. Swear to God. That scares the life out of me. If that's their neighbour's alarm, and it drives me nuts every time I walk past it, it makes me jump. To be fair, it's kind of going to their planet. Israel promotes diversity on the sides their own. Metal Rock, get life, sheer ram. What was that? It was my Kabul. Why are you laughing? Why am I not laughing? Oh, I can't read it. Pagoda Vertalnia. Pagoda Vertalnia. Yeah, isn't it? The weather is vertical. Dang that alarm. It makes me jump every time. Don't swear to God you don't believe in. How can I swear to a God I don't believe in? That's impossible. If I thought it was real, I would be able to swear to him, wouldn't I? So I don't, if you want to believe in God, that's you. I believe in talking snakes, that's up to you, innit? I don't care. I'm not I'm not bigoted, biased. I'm only bigoted. I'm not bigoted against anybody really. I couldn't care. Live how you want to live, right? Kabul. Are you Muslim faith really or Allah? Interesting. You're laughing. Why not laugh? Some of these comments are funny. Were you in? What's that? Hold on. Where was something about Rotherham there? I didn't catch it. Hold on. Were you in Rotherham when the grooming gangs were active? Yes, I was, but I didn't know about it like everybody else. I was only a child at the time when that happened. It happened in the 80s, and I lived in Rotherham around about. When was I there? When was I in Rotherham? I was in Rotherham I first lived in Rotherham in a place called Wickersley where's Wickersley? I can't remember where it is now, but Wickersley anyway. And I went to Sunnyside Infants, I remember that. And then I moved to Masborough after that, shortly after that. Masborough in Rotherham, right near the Rotherham football ground. And apparently the paedophile thing was going on all around there, but like everything, it was all hidden up. Just like the BBC, hidden up with Jimmy Savile and all that nonsense. Did your sister abuse you too? No, she didn't. She's dead now. Brutal carnage. Have you seen Russian women when they get older? They don't age gracefully. Don't say that to a woman. Why did you move to Russia? Sheffield not cold enough for you? No, it's not cold enough for me. Have you killed someone during your time in the military? No, I did not. And if I had, I wouldn't brag about it, would I? Be a silly thing to do. Where are you? Noteworthy scribbles. I'm in Russia. This is St. Petersburg, Russia. Forest, a place called Gorelovo, which is Leningrad Oblast, just outside of the Russian city of St. Petersburg. Is where I'm at. Hello from South Australia, Adelaide. Hello, Peggy Robinson from Australia. You're very welcome. Well, are you English? Yes, I'm English. I'm from Sheffield, England, originally. B Doggy Grizzly said hi. Hello, B Doggy Grizzly. I am from Glasgow. Arit pal from Glasgow. I was in Glasgow, not very much, but I have been there. I was once in Scotland. We did the old canoeing down the Caledonian Canal. You went from where was it? From Fort William. You went from Fort William down to the sea. You go through all the locks. You canoe. It takes a week or so. The fact that you're in the woods and have uninterrupted upstream is quite nice, to be honest. Hello from Berlin. Respect from Ireland. Went to Ireland. Good morning to me. So, did you think we didn't have internet in Russia or what? Do you think we're behind the times? Come on. Did you know that Russia had the first 4G signal in the world? First, St. Petersburg had 4G before Moscow had it, and they've been working on 5G for a long time. So yeah, why wouldn't we have good signal in the forest? That's silly. Why did you move to Russia? Move to Russia? Can you show us the scenery around you? Who will win? Wokies versus Muslims. But it won't be the Wokies, will it? That's for sure. There we are. How's that? It's the scenery around me. There we are. That's the little road that runs up to my neighbour's house, which is just up there. This is not forest. This is building plots, but they've just never been used. Russian Muslims. There's lots of Muslims in Russia. Of course, there is. Islam is a heresy. Oh, I wouldn't say that. No need to be rude to people, is there? You believe what you want to believe. You can believe in Islam, or you can believe in Christianity or Hinduism or whatever it is you want. In Russia we don't have this. They're my dogs. Pet the dog. From Canada. Hello, Canada. Russia doesn't have the same animosity towards religions as in the West. We don't have, there is no Muslims against Christians or blacks against whites. It just doesn't exist here. It never existed. Russia was never part of the African slave trade, so hence there's not as many people of colour here in Russia, but there's no animosity. Step it up here. Double tap your screen to like. It's free to subscribe and help the algorithms. You're right. Get subscribing. 259 people on here and none of you are subscribed yet. What is this coming to? And only 32 likes. Get on with it. Are you from Ukraine? No, I'm from Russia. Ukraine. Oh, come on. No Mexicans neither. Sad. Lions in a cage. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'll have to boot you out. I don't want to boot anybody out because I'm nice. Do you like Putin? Yes, I do, and I prefer to call him President Putin. Best president in the world. Why is Russia always starting to fight? They're not. Stay positive. The only difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. Do you like Putin? You've asked me, we might. Yes, I do like President Putin. Of course I do. He's my president. I'm a Russian citizen. Why would I not like my president? We voted. Well, I didn't vote for him, but the people voted for him. You sound British. I am British, Frida. I'm from England originally. He is supreme. Have you walked there at night? Of course I do. I live down there, just down there. Sergey Mavrodi. Sergey Mavrodi. Russia, yes. Slava Russia. Do you speak Russian? Yes, I speak Russian. I'm going through these comments quickly because you typing so fast I just can't keep up. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Have you got a great accent? How you got a great accent? Do you think so? Any crops this time of year? No, it's pretty much, they've been harvested by now. Putin's best, we need more leaders like him. Certainly do, don't we? Why did he move to Russia? Because it's economically better. The country is beautiful and the infrastructure is much better than the UK. Why? I can't read, it's too fast. Why are you not fighting for your great country? Because I'm too old. I'm sorry, man, but NATO is not even an excuse to invade another country. Didn't invade really, did they? They took control of the part of Ukraine that was full of Russians, ethnic Russians, which Ukraine said they don't even want, and they should be. What did they say? Driven to the sea or something? Do you fight bears? No. I love the UK accent. It sounds even better than US English. Sergey. Thank you, Sergey. I don't know about that. What do you think about Scandinavia? Scandinavia's lovely. I was in Norway for some time. Jesse, was it not Jesse Frida? I was in Norway for some time. I loved Norway. I'm from Australia. Was it hard to get citizenship in Russia? Yes, it bloody well was hard. It is not something that's easy to do. It takes a lot of work and a lot of paperwork and a lot of toing and froing. Do you go to Russia with money or flat broke? What part of Russia do you live? I live in St. Petersburg at the moment, but I am building a house in Staraya Russa, which is Novgorod Oblast, because I want to live there. You can see my channel, you can see I'm building there. If you haven't seen it, go and subscribe. How do you like your life in Russia? I love my life in Russia. Take some lithium. How do you take lithium? I have no idea. Why can't you just say that you're an authoritarian? Authoritarian. I'm an authoritarian. Do you think so? Then why, when Russia annexed eastern Ukraine, wouldn't Russia allow foreign observers in elections? You've been lied to. Yes, they did, and there was election. There was foreign observers, international observers in all the referendums in Donbass. You've been lied to. Sorry. If you don't believe me, you don't need to believe me. You can go on YouTube and you can find the videos of the elections in Donbass. You can go and see them. You don't need to believe me. You know. Stop listening to your media. They lie to you. Why do you move to Russia? Because I love Russia. Freemasonry. Did your UK ex-military title make your citizenship harder than it should be? No, it did not. I heard that it's great living there. Is it safer than the rest of Europe? Yes, it is. How could Ukraine last for 10 years if everyone wants to join Russia? Yeah, well, how can they? No, it's not. If you've never been to Russia, for dispel a myth here, Russia is completely safe. If you're a female, if you're a young man or a female and you're in any city in Russia, and I mean any city, there is no bad cities in Russia, but if you're in any city in Russia, you're not going to be attacked, you're not going to be murdered, mugged, raped, whatever. Females are safe at night here. It's very well policed and it's very safe. Very, very safe. And I'm not joking, I'm not saying that because it's propaganda, because it's not true. It is true. And I can't tell you any more than that. I'm 56 now, and if I was in London at night time in certain areas, I would be worried. I would not want to go there. So we've hit our viewer limit. So if we hit our limit because there's not so many subscribers, so if you're watching my channel, subscribe now, and then the limit will go up, and then more people can listen to my rubbish, can't they? You know, so get subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I will send Russian Bear to you with the KGB, and you will be sent to the Gulag. So don't joke about it. Get subscribing. Get in there. Russia can't even invade Ukraine. Russia can't invade Ukraine. Lucifer can only... What do you think of Salid Khan? What, the mayor of London? What a flipping mess up he's made, isn't it? Eh? What's the emergency number there? 112. Subscribe to that, guys. That's talking about how amazing Russia is while it's invading another country. Yes, subscribe, Starsfire. Why don't you subscribe? Why not? If you want to, if you want to, I looked at your channel history. It appears you've started to grow fast. Your last 4 live streams. You're right, it has started to grow fast. That's why I'm doing live streams. Of course it is. How much is Russia paying you, bro? Millions. As you can see, I'm in my Armani work coat, in my Armani boots, and I'm with my Armani dogs, who are I'm obviously paid millions. Not paid a penny. Or a ruble in this case. Sergey, I'm glad to see that we still have some smart people from the West. Of course you do. Anybody who's got a brain in there can go to the news and look at what's happening in Ukraine and find out for yourself. Don't believe the Western rubbish. Don't believe especially the BBC. Of all places, that's the blooming last place you get your news. They are just full of crap. Soviets have no brands. Of course they do, Soviet brand. So can we see this lad a traitor? Pakistan will conquer your country. Zap zap dox dox Vladimir. I don't know what that means. Or too many. People say what's up there. Adidas. Don't think the general public care, to be honest. Traitors get tried for treason. Well, tell me why I'm a traitor. Tell me what have I done that's treacherous? What secrets have I given you? I don't know any secrets anyway. But if I did, I wouldn't give them away. So that's not treacherous, is it? I live in a foreign country. How is that treacherous? Tell me. Are you a Yorkshire lad? Yes, I'm a Yorkshire lad. I'm from Sheffield originally. To a gent in secret. Our mushrooms? No, they're finished. The season's finished. Vladimir. Why do we only have the mainstream news? Because you're too thick to go and read alternative news. Go look at people like Graham Phillips. Watch his footage of the war when it first started. Graham Phillips, go look at him. He's been banned off YouTube now, but I think he's on some of the other platforms. I've forgotten now, but he's on a lot of the other platforms. Go look at things like Military Summary channels. Get the real deal from there. Go listen to the Duran on Telegram. I think it's on YouTube as well. I'm not sure on that one. I think he is. Duran. Go look at him. He's giving a good... He's sitting in London, but he's giving a great updates on the war and the real truth behind it. Go look at those things. Certainly never listen to the BBC or Sky News or any other garbage that pump out nonsense day and night. People are asleep and divided. Russia's still the aggressor in this war. Are they? Is Russia an aggressor in the war? Tell me this. If Russia's aggressor in this war, who started Maidan? Who deposed the legally elected government there? Who did that? Which politicians were at Maidan giving out cookies? Well, I'll tell you it was Victoria Nuland from America. What was she, Secretary of State or something? Giving out cookies to protesters and rioters at Maidan that caused the coup. That was the very start of the war. you not remember that? Go look it up. Don't need to believe me. Go see it yourself. Ask yourself this. This is one thing you should ask yourself. My dogs have seen something. Ask yourself this. If Russia was to send a politician of that status, and Victoria Nuland had a high status, to your home country, to your parliament, to your government offices, to depose the government and hand out cookies, what would the reaction be? I wonder what it would be. Think yourself. Think to yourself. You know, who started bombing? Who started bombing? Ask yourself that. Look on YouTube to see who started bombing. Who put the first airstrike into Donbass? Who was that? Was it Russia? Nope. It was Ukraine. It was Ukraine who bombed their own citizens in Donbass. Did you not see that? Go look at it on YouTube. First airstrike in Donbass. Go find it. You don't need to believe me. It's there for all to see. It was videoed. Who was the first ones to bomb the beaches in Donbass? Who did that? Did you know that the Ukrainians bombed a civilian? Well, there's only civilians on a beach, right? It was a beach with people paddling and kids. They put an airstrike on that beach when the kids were there. I think it was something like 12 or 13 children were killed in that airstrike. There's a monument in Donbass called the Valley of Angels, and to those children who were murdered by the Ukrainians. Who set fire to the House of Trade Unions in Odessa and burned the people alive? Burned the people alive, civilians, innocent civilians. Who did that? Was it Ukrainians or was it Russians? It was Ukrainians. Has anybody ever been brought to justice for this? Has it ever been even investigated? No, it has not. Don't tell me about that, you know. Makes my blood boil. There's so much lies that you've been told in the West. So many lies, you know. Makes my blood boil. Russian propaganda. Why is it propaganda? Go see it go see it. Go read about it. Don't just say it's Russian propaganda. Go read it and then tell me. Is it Russian propaganda? Is it Western propaganda that the Russians have only got shovels? It's the biggest joke in the world. The Russian army is only attacking with shovels, with meat waves. Get real. Oh, that Russia's got no toilets. We've got no toilets in Russia, apparently. That's the other one. You know? Mayhem Britain needs to blacklist this man from ever entering the UK again. I don't want to come to the UK. Why would I want to come to the UK again? Get stuffed. I don't want to go there. You know, the UK banned RT News just like use Tor, and you can still access it. Patrick Lannick is a very good reporter. Luke Dawes, yes, he is a very good reporter. And also Graham Phillips is another good one. I like those two guys. I was watching those. They were doing some great reporting in the early days of the war. Are you still able to buy gas for a car? How much does a kilo of potatoes cost in Russia? Why would I not be able to buy gas for a car? There's no shortages of gas. Potatoes for a kilo, I don't know, like 10 cents or something, 15 cents, I think it is now. Very, very cheap. There is not the problems with food queues and stuff that people say. Not propaganda. I've been following this war for over 12 years. Yes, me as well. I've been following it longer than that. Russia is. Well, I can't even read this stuff. First of all, which Brian February was launched by the Russia on February. No, it wasn't. It was by Ukraine and it was on Donbass. You can go and see it. Don't lie. Free speech should also allow Russia to tell their side, like Gary Lineker said. We make facts so people can make up their own mind, not media bias. Correct. Bro, you all have the same culture, same language. Don't fight Russia and Ukraine, our brother. I'm not fighting anybody. Ask the Ukrainians to stop. Tell them, stop feeding them weapons. If they stopped that, then the war would be over, wouldn't it? It would have been over a long time ago. And if you didn't know that Russia first went into Ukraine, they surrounded Kiev, and they could have taken Kiev, and it was agreed that there would be a ceasefire and it would all be okay, and the war would be over. And the Ukrainians backed out on it. A complete lie. So, you know. Google, do you think Google's not biased? In Germany, you cannot say anything good about Russia or you are cancelled. Ukraine has only been strengthened by Russia. What a joke. Oh, God. Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that Ukraine's winning? Really? Really? Come on. You know, are they winning, retreating? It must be retreating backwards or something. Oh, advancing backwards. Can you say anything in Germany, you muppets? I'm a muppet. If Ukraine would fought back, Russia would have won. Slavia, Ukraine. Sorry, what a lot of garbage. Listen, if you like me or not, if you like my opinion or not, subscribe to my channel. I'm showing you something. I'm building a house in Novgorod. Go and see that. You know, I'm doing that myself, self-build. No lies, no builders, no man builds house in forest. None of that rubbish. So you're a what was it? You're a traitor against humanity or whatever. Blah blah. People die. This cannot be a win. When Russia beat Ukraine, soon I hope. Russia pay for propaganda tool. You think I'm a propaganda tool or a propaganda fool? I didn't get it. It's too fast for me. Sorry, it's just going too fast. Show us your teeth. No thanks. I've got bad teeth. Yes, dox yourself for Ukrainian team. Oh really? How much does a Russian bride cost? I have no idea. Bath and a toothbrush. I need a bath and a toothbrush. I'm in my old clothes because I'm walking the dogs. That's why I'm in my old clothes. It's like one of Tom. Looks like it's one of Robin's little ghouls. No. How much are they paying you? Paying me a fortune, millions. Did you not know? Can you see I'm in an Armani coat. I've got Armani dogs with my Armani watch and all the rest of it. You smoke? No, I don't smoke. Hello from Michigan. What brought you to Russia? And is Russia food better than the full English breakfast? Ooh, that's a hard one, isn't it? Full English breakfast is a good thing to have, isn't it? Don't you think? You know? You're telling me that the first major airstrike, it wasn't, it was in Donbass. Go see it, it's on YouTube. Russian planes weren't even in Ukraine at that point, were they? So don't forget, Ukraine had total air superiority before Russia came in. Russia, there was no planes. So where were those planes marked in Ukrainian colours, bombing Donbass before Russia even invaded? How did they get there? Tell me. If Russia did the first airstrike, come on. You can't tell me, can you? Because you're talking rubbish. You know. What do you think? Your farm think you? I can't read too fast. Sorry. Russian separatists. Where are you? St. Petersburg, Russia, was where I am. Listen, there's 200 people on this channel now watching my nonsense and reading this crap. So get subscribing right now, or else KGB is coming to you with Russian bear that I was feeding this morning. Big Russian bear with vodka. You'll be sent to Gulag. If you're full of shit, you blame Ukraine for what Russia's doing. My God, it astounds me. Yes, I do blame Ukraine. I blame the West. Why would I not? Free Ukraine, free Russia. How many drones will they unleash? Millions. Yeah, there's certainly probably a few in the air right now. You're in non-combat zone. Of course I'm in a non-combat zone. Russia's the biggest country in the world. And Ukraine is like 3,000 or something more kilometers from here. How am I in a combat zone? It's impossible. I'm American, I don't blame you. God. Well, thank you for all the hate messages. It's absolutely great. I love being called a traitor and whatever. Russian meatloaf, whatever. If you support Russia, why don't you go to the front line? Because I'm too old, I'm 56. Why would I want to go to the front line? Pointless. No. No, it's not for me. Current track record, how long lived Ukraine in America? I don't know. As a United States citizen, I don't blame you. Propaganda is just that. You are fit for duty. I'm not fit for duty, I'm too old. Russia doesn't have conscripts in the way that you think. Every young Russian has 9 months, I think, of military service, but it is literally learning how to march up and down for 9 months, not much else. The only people who are going to the front are volunteers. That is it. You don't sound Russian. Well, because I'm English, that's why I don't sound Russian. But, typical coward. Typical coward, but hasn't the balls to go fight. I've done my fighting, mate. I did 17 years of the British Army. Where do you want me to fight? Cheer up, don't know why everyone's blaming you for the war for things I'm happy, I'm always happy. I don't care, I've broad shoulders. You can spew your rubbish to me, it's okay. King James Bible. Right, okay, what about it? Are you from this? I'm from Yorkshire, mate. Welcome to you. They're conscripting prison. No, they're not conscripting anybody. There was volunteers taken from the prisons, and that has now finished. How long have you been in Russia? 15 years I've been here, long before the war. I was here a long time before that, many years before that. When do you remember when England's Coldstream Guards paraded on the War Memorial in Moscow? Do you remember that on Red Square? У тебя не осталось никакого IQ. Do you think so? Do you think I don't have an IQ? I think I've got an IQ. Speak some Russian. Почему? Why ask you? Not you, love. You're doing a good job raising awareness. Ignore all haters. I don't care about haters. It's okay. You can hate. You're allowed to hate me. I'm okay. Big boy. I can take it. If I remember correctly, both St. Peter and Moscow have had attacks on. Yes, there have been attacks on Moscow and St. Petersburg. Are you right wing? No, I'm not. I'm left wing. Do you have children? Yes, I do. Lion of Jeddah. Have you visited? Have you visited Australia? No, I haven't. I would love to. Thoughts on Putin? President Putin, please. He's my president, and I think he's the best president in the world at the moment. Nobody could touch him. He's done wonderful things for Russia. What more can you say? What more can you say about that? Look at Russia now. The economy is outstanding. Infrastructure is outstanding. Inward investment into Russia is outstanding. The sanctions haven't touched us, basically. You know, really done nothing. Nothing's changed. If anything, things have got easier and cheaper. You know, so that's a lot of rubbish as well, isn't it? Unsubscribe. No, subscribe. Don't unsubscribe. Subscribe. You know, how long is President Putin? This guy must be rage baiting. I'm not rage baiting. I come out here for a walk with the dogs in the chat, but you know, if you want to slag me off, that's okay. That's fine. I'm open to that. Your left wing who would you subscribe? Who would I subscribe? I don't know. Napoleon syndrome. Why do you move to Russia? Because I love Russia. Why do you support Iran? Not really. I've never been there. What's that? It's хорошо, но немного ветрено. He was laughing at Ukraine's civilians being targeted. What's your thoughts on cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is great, isn't it? You think it's funny that Russians targeting civilians? You think it's funny that Ukrainians are targeting civilians? The West parts of Europe has there immigration problems in Russia? There has been some tightening of controls of some countries moving to Russia, yes, but no immigration problems really. Tightening of controls. Do you have to work that often or just love the land? I don't have to work there. I'm on a pension. Swear on God that every day you say is sincere. Do you think Russia think about the US? There had to be a reason you moved there. Of course there's a reason I moved here. My wife's here. I love my wife. Do you not love your wife? Or your boyfriend or whatever it is? You know? And it's economically sensible to live here. I'm on a pension. Be foolish not to live here, wouldn't it? Do you know, if you were in the British Army, that makes 100% worse because that means you know what a crime is and why it shouldn't be committed. Yes, I do know what a war crime is. I know it shouldn't be committed. I know that Ukraine's committed so many war crimes, it's unbelievable. They did so many war crimes before Russia ever went into there, and they had to step in. It had to be done. You know, come on, get real. Get real. I want to walk down there, but it's kind of people walk about, and my dogs follow me down there. And Arctic, come on. So viewers, keep up. You lost another 15 viewers. Keep up. Thank you for the stream. I'll watch you again. Have a great day. You're welcome. Listen, Starship, don't you say unsubscribe. You spelled it wrong. You should say subscribe. Has the British people have the right to exist and have a homeland to call their own? Has the British, of course they have. Activity to the stream. You're only adding activity to the stream. You know it. You support Palestine. I support Israel. Is it cheaper to live there than England? Yes, it is. Much cheaper to live here than it is in England. Well, I think so anyway. Michael Wentz, American flag, thank you. You don't have the brains or balls, or balls that God gave a goose. Well, you've got some brains, because as far as I know, geese don't have balls. Maybe they do. I don't know. I've never seen a bird with a pair of balls. What do you Let's go, bro. I'm shocked. How are you doing today, Connie Thomas? I'm doing great, thank you. Peace and thoughts on Pepsi. Pepsi. I don't like Coca-Cola. It's not my thing. You do not realise that no power like Russia can allow to be surrounded by an allowance. Correct. Thoughts on Hillary Clinton, McCain? Don't know. MAGA or MEGA? MAGA, I think. While claiming that used to be in the military. While claiming that he used to be, I didn't claim to be in the military. I was in the military. I was in the British Army. And you can go and find my profile. I haven't got Facebook anymore, but you could quite easily find me. You could find my people I served with very easily. Wouldn't be too difficult. I don't need to claim anything. Only Jesus loves Christ. Targeting tractors. Oh, Tommy. You have more hair than tree has leaf. You think? I think I ought to add some leaves to my hair. Only Jesus Christ saves. Do you think? Unsubscribed. You're not left wing. It's okay. I am left wing. I'm a socialist, a lifelong socialist. I support Jeremy Corbyn. Well, I didn't support him because I was here already, but if I'd have been in the UK, I would have been supporting. You have to spewing propaganda. So if you could give more details about the war. And the propaganda from... I don't want to talk about the war really, because there's just so much nonsense been... Al Akbar, great. Just so much nonsense being talked about it that doesn't matter what I say. I'm going to be wrong, aren't I? I'm going to be propagandist, traitor, whatever. I'm never going to get my message out. My message isn't about the war anyway. Why would you want the Soviet Union back? I can't even look at your comments there. So ignorant. Why do I want the Soviet Union back? I never asked for the Soviet Union. Somebody else may have done, not me. Is your pension from England or Russia? Not telling you. How about your eyesight? Mine is 2 and 1.5. I'm plus 1.5. But this side's 1.75. This one's 1.5. So on the left is a bit less. No, a friend, somebody else coming. Okay, I'll let you off then. No, I didn't ask for the Soviet Union to come back. Do I think the Soviet Union coming back would be a good thing? Don't know, maybe. I didn't have to live through it, did I? Stop the war, definitely from England. If the English government will stop your pension, you wouldn't survive in Russia on Russian pension. I would survive on a Russian pension, but I also work when I need to, so... Yeah, they can start a pension. They can't start a pension, can they? Something I paid into. Where are you from? From England originally. Planning to visit Russia for a holiday with family. Are the locals still warm towards Westerners? Absolutely. The Russian mentality is, it's not the people of the West that are bad, it's the governments. Okay? So you meet somebody, they won't blame you, they blame the government. Does that make any sense? For 4 months I have to go USA. Are you having a walk to somewhere? No, I'm not walking around, I'm just melandering, roaming, walking up and down. Home Office advice long not to travel to Russia. Well, of course they would. They want to scare the life out of you, tell you that it's not safe and that the KGB's around every corner. There's no toilets and there's no no food in the shops. It's just rubbish. Why I'm in the First Norwegian? Well, I'm not in the First Norwegian. My house is there, about 100 meters that way. So, why? Because my dogs are here. Come on, come on in, Jackie. My dogs are here. They're coming now. I'll show you my dogs. You want to pet the dog? I'll show you now. They're coming. Come on then. They're actually tired out. This is the second time I've been out today in live stream, and they're absolutely tired out now. What about when these tariffs take effect? What tariffs? No tariffs on me. Look, my house is down there, and they don't want to come out and play anymore. They've had enough. They've had enough of me walking about and talking rubbish, haven't they? He's looking, I want to go to sleep. I think that's the best thing to do, don't you? Do you think it's a good thing to let them go to sleep now? I think they've had enough walking about. I've had enough walking about today. I'm tired now. And a neighbour fetched me a TV to fix because I do a bit of electronic repair. Not for money, just for helping people, because I think that's a good thing to do. Everyone needs the facts about the war. You do need the facts about the war. I would advise you to look at somewhere other than BBC and mainstream media. Go look at something like, if you want to see the progress of the war. Any wild bears there? No, there's no wild bears here. Do support Muslims, brother. Muslims, do I support Muslims? Support Muslims as much as my neighbours are Muslim. They're from Tajikistan, so they're all Muslim. There's no animosity towards Muslims in Russia as there would be in the West. We don't have racism and animosity here. Did you buy a Russian wife? You can't buy a Russian wife. People don't like facts, they like propaganda. Do you play Steal a Brain Rot? No, I don't know what that is, but I guess that's an insult to me. Not a very good one, but я не знаю вашего языка, но вы всегда добро пожаловать в нашу страну. Россия всегда нам помогает, и мы любим Путина. Россия наша лучший друг. Посмотрите India. Oh, I'm glad you like Russia. I like Russia as well. This is not an insult. It's a Roblox game. I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't know what Roblox is. You should name your dog Tung Tung Soho. I'm not adding activity to the stream. Half of the people have left because of your BS. No, well, yeah, maybe. Are you a KGB agent? Yes, I'm a KGB agent. KGB hasn't existed for 30-something years. People left the stream because it's just, we're talking rubbish, aren't we? What's that? And people that were in this room unsubscribed on their way out, so that room size just got smaller. Notice how there's no longer 300-something people in the room. Can you show us your house? No, I can't show you my house. Good sending vibes. Fuck propane, I want the truth. You seem to be level-headed. That's because you justified war crimes. What's the name of your agency now? What agency? It's FSB now, would be the Federal Security Bureau. I think it's English nearest term to it. Hello, articulated. See, articulated. Hello, articulated. Articulated. Hey, my dog, my foxy-looking dog. Hello, articulated. And the other dog is down there. Look, he's down there. He's sat in the roadway, watching, thinking, "Is it time to go back yet? I'm hungry and I want to sleep." He's had enough. Do you work for Russian government? No, I don't work for Russian government. Don't you call yourself out? Shepherd. How old your dog? They're both about 4 years old. Heard of Tomahawk before? Yes, I've heard of Tomahawk. We've all heard it. It's boring. They've got, I think the US owns 50 of them. 500 Tomahawks. And they ain't going to give them all to Ukraine. And even if they did, it wouldn't stop the war. You won't get in trouble, will you? No, why would I get in trouble? Why would I get in trouble? Show me dogs. Do you live in Mexico? No, I live in Russia. Do you know who George Ivanov Gurunjev was? No, I've no idea. Never heard the name. Russia will get it eventually. How much money do you get? Much money get for what? What, for being here? Who will win the Russian war? Russia will win, of course. How much money do you get for talking on the media? I'm pooping. Good for you. Do you work for Agent 51? I don't know what Agent 51 is. Do you like the leader of the UK now? Oh, Keir Starmer. Is there anything to like about him? Is there anything good they've done? Yeah, tell me this. From the British politics, what's the difference between Conservatives and Labour? I can't see any difference. They seem to be the same people, the same governments with a few different faces. They swap around every few years, don't they? There's not much in it. I really can't see the difference. Isn't Russia fighting 41 countries by itself? Yes, it is. Thanks you, President Trump. What is your favourite thing? My favourite thing as in regards to what? Russia will win against Ukraine, but what are you on? Obviously on drugs. What, will there ever be peace and power? I don't know. Nice neighbourhood, do you think so? They hate humans. Zatu up down said hi. Telsa recoil. Who was the idiot who asked him about Area 51? Area 51? Is that real or what? I don't know, I've never been to America. Who asked you to... Yo mate, hello. That's the longest name I've ever seen. Longest Longest name. Clever. Londoner. Maybe it's because I'm from Yorkshire originally. I'm not a Londoner. Anyway, listen. Enough of my nonsense. This has been going on for almost an hour. It's like 3 seconds off an hour. And I'm tired. My dogs are tired. They're looking at me like I'm gone completely bonkers. They probably have gone bonkers already. Please send metal Paco. I don't know what that is. I'm going to call this a day. My last live stream today. I will live stream tomorrow morning. We'll come and talk if anybody's available. If anybody wants to come up and talk and ask me these things, and we'll have a laugh. You're welcome to. Is it best to visit Russia during summer or winter if you want to experience Moscow and St. Petersburg? I don't know if you like the cold in winter, if you like the hot in the summer. Personally, spring or autumn. Autumn probably the nicest part of the year, you know. Do you speak Russian? Как дела? Yes, I speak Russian. Да, я могу говорить по-русски. God bless you, mate. Thank you. Do you know the bacons in Russia? Bacons? No idea. Don't know what bacons are. Молодец. Bye, bro. Bye, Louise. Listen, what I would say to everybody who's followed my stream, first of all, damn well subscribe to get my numbers up. I'm trying to make that channel successful. If it's successful, I've got a plan. If I eventually get it monetized, I've got a plan for that money. I won't be keeping it for myself. They'll be given to some other people. That's my plan for that. Worst physical pain your face. Didn't break my ankle, but I certainly went over on it, and very, very painful. Hello, so where are you from? India, from Sheffield, England, but live in Russia. So, what I would say to you all before I go, subscribe to my channel and look at this. Look at the content. I'm building a house in Russia, a self-built house, solo build. I'm not lying to you or showing fakeness or man builds house in forest. I am genuinely building it. You can see all the videos. I'm doing it, recording it in real time, and then speeding it up because it takes forever. So I'm doing that for you. Go and look at them, and I've also some work videos on there as well. Some buying guides if you're wanting to migrate into Russia. If you want to talk to us in a separate time, we have a Telegram channel. I have a Telegram channel called Russia Expat Info. You'll find it there. You can go there if you're thinking about coming to Russia. Apart from that, I would wish you all a safe day wherever you are. Love and peace to everybody. If you've got family, nice family. If you've got a mum or a sister or a daughter, give them something nice today. Maybe a chocolate, even a little bar of chocolate or a flower. I'm sure they will love you for it, and whatever. And if you've got to know, привет, как дела? Хорошо, спасибо. Enjoy your family. Be nice to people. Don't be horrible to people. And I'll see you in my next live stream, which will be tomorrow morning when I walk the dogs again at 10 o'clock. So have a great day. I am out. Ow.